Council, I have 5 items I want to visit with you about this evening. The first of those is an update on the Covell Widening project, one which we'd all like to see completed soon. Unfortunately, the completion of this project continues to be delayed because of weather. This section was partially open to 1 lane of traffic in each direction on the 9th of April. And the contractor, who is Crossland Heavy Construction, is now hoping to have all 4 lanes open within the next 2 to 3 weeks, but that is again with the caveat depending on the weather. The price tag for this project is about $9.6 million, and the entire amount comes from the 2000 capital improvement sales tax. The second item is an update on the KickingBird golf course improvements. Actually, 2 phases to this. The clubhouse and the design portion should be out to bid in June. However, because the cost of construction materials continue to increase, now the outdoor range pavilion and the indoor teaching facility will be included as add alternates. The base bid includes the actual clubhouse, the underground cart barn, the tournament banquet hall, the short game practice facility, and the driving range tee expansion. The anticipated closing of the course at this point, I heard earlier today it was June 14th. Now it may be closer to the 1st of July. So I guess what I'm trying to say is the actual closing date for the course is still up in the air. We're still trying to determine how long we can go before that actually needs to occur, but it will occur in the near future. The other part of the project is the greens design and the renovation project of the greens. It's out to bid, and the goal is to bring a recommendation back to the 5 of you at your next meeting on June 14th. This project will include rebuilding all the 18 greens, also include a nursery green, and seeding those greens with bent grass. Holes 9 and 4 will be redesigned because of the tournament banquet hall, with number 9 becoming a par 4 and number 4 becoming a par 5, which keeps the course still at a par 70. The new project also includes new tee boxes and expanding other tee areas, and also changes to the sand bunkers as well. And the project also includes a new irrigation system. The construction time frame is estimated, I want to put estimated in bold print, around 15 months. The funding for this entire project, which is roughly about $17 million, will also come from the 2000 capital improvement sales tax. The third item is an update on Conservation University, water conservation. Casey Moore and his staff have been working to create a new water conservation campaign, an educational campaign, and they continue to expand that. There's more content now available on the website, which you can get to by going to edmondwater.com/CU. And they even have a new segment in this year's program that's called Dollars and Cents, SENSE. There's a page to deal with that. So some of the examples of the new outreach effort for the conservation program include the creation of 3 new commercials that have been created. 2 more are in the production phase. These commercials run on our Cox Channel 20, the public access channel, Uverse Channel 99, the web stream, our website live stream, and on numerous cable channels on Cox during the months of June, July, and August. Casey and his people are creating 4 different video tips. Each of those will be 6 seconds long. These will be non-skippable ads that run before videos on YouTube during July and August. We'll also have weekly print ads with water conservation lessons that will run for 8 consecutive weeks in Edmond Life and Leisure. There will be bi-weekly tips on social media throughout the summer and to the end of the summer. And our Water Resources Department has just hired the city's first conservation coordinator. Her name is Cammie Watt, and she is working hand in hand with Casey and his people concerning water conservation. In a nutshell, we want to provide as much information and inundate people on the need to conserve this critical resource. So anything we can do to help with that education, we're going to pursue, and we've got some pretty talented people with Casey and his people, and those are just some of the ideas that you'll see in the coming months. The fourth item is the annual Reconstruction and Resurfacing program for city streets. This year's contractor is Atlas Paving, and last week's work involved a curb and gutter repair in the Winding Creek neighborhood. The entire list of streets included in this year's program includes, in the base bid portion, Coltrane from 2nd to Danforth, Coltrane from Sorghum Mill to the North City limits, Broadway from Covell to Coffee Creek, and the Winding Creek addition. The alternates include Lake Highlands addition, the Faircloud addition, which is basically the remaining portion that wasn't included in this year's program, Windmill Estates, which includes Raccoon Circle and Beaver Circle off of Coffee Creek, the Bell Point addition, and the Chateau addition. The total amount of this year's overlay program will be about $2.43 million, and all of that money also comes from the 2000 capital improvement sales tax. And then the last item is an update on our sales and use taxes. Both of those revenue sources continue to be very strong. We're now through our 11th monthly reimbursement check from the state for the current fiscal year. Sales tax revenues for the month were over 18%, but more importantly, cumulatively now through 11 months, we're up almost 5.6% above last year, and that compares to a zero growth budget projection, which makes that even more impressive. Use tax collections were up over 21% for the month, now almost 25% for the year, and that compares to a 5% budget projection. So combined sales and use taxes are up almost 10%, almost 9.8% for the year. So in a nutshell, we continue to do very well with our two most critical resources and our financial resources. And that concludes my monthly report.